Welcome everybody to another Rantasaurus. I'm a little fed up. I get a lot of flack from people, when I talk about other sites and stuff, when I talk about IGN and all those other sites out there. And maybe you guys just don't like hearing it, or you're tired of the rhetoric or whatever. But you got to understand there's some serious bullshit going on out there in this industry. Okay, so somehow, I think it was GameSpot, had Sega in, and they got the first video, the actual first video of Guardian Heroes. Guardian Heroes, biggest excitement, biggest announcement for me in gaming history as far as I'm concerned, because this is one of those old games that I wanted to have back. Okay? And so they get that video, we post their video on because we didn't get a video. And then other sites are starting to catch wind. So Kotaku got all these screenshots of the game, and Michael McWhertor posted about the screenshots. Okay, now it's one thing to post screenshots and editorialize the posting of the screenshots. Okay, that's what we do. But this gadget here, so this gadget posts up the screenshots, does a little editorialization on it, and here's his title. His title is Guardian Heroes for Xbox Live Arcade looks awful, but don't lose hope. Okay? Now I know there's some graphics whores out there, some graphic whores have been talking about the graphics of this game that's like fucking 15 years old. It's a Sega Saturn sprite-based game, and people are talking about the graphics. Will you motherfuckers start talking about the goddamn graphics and play the game? Play the game and see how fucking dope it is, okay? It's one of the dopest beat-em-ups ever made. Games like Castle Crashers are made today because of games like this, because of the shit Treasure did 15 years ago. So he posts this bullshit editorial, okay? So all the numbnuts out there who go and then they read this stuff and are like, oh, I heard about this game. I was thinking about getting it, but McWhertor over at Kotaku shit says the graphics aren't good, so fuck that, I'm not getting it now. They spread all this bullshit. People won't even give the fucking game a chance. Number one, because it's old and this generation's filled with new school gamers. Number two, because you got dumbass fucking journalists posting shit like this. Are you kidding me? It looks awful. Looks awful. That's your fucking title, Michael McWhertor. It looks awful. Well, your fucking writing's awful. What do you got to say about that? Okay? It's a sprite-based game that came out in the fucking 90s on the Sega Saturn. The most powerful sprite-based system at the time. Okay? Back then when this shit came out, it was incredible. So incredible that people like myself played through it like 15 to 20 times because you had to beat it with every character. And you had to see all the different endings. It is an incredible game, one of the best out there. And it was made on Sega Saturn. And now it's coming out on the next gen system with a filter, which you can turn off. So if you want the old Sega graphics, turn the filter off. If you want the new graphics, turn the filter on. Instead of 6-man arena, it's got 12-man arena, online co-op, all the good shit. It's probably going to have achievements too. Yet, all he can say is, it looks awful. This is Kotaku. This is a site that gets several million hits a day, and this is the bullshit he's writing. Gripe number two. If you're a publisher or you're PR and you're releasing a game and your job of PR is to market a game so it sells, why the fuck do these PR companies keep sending these games to these fucking sites who are dissing their game? Sega knows that we've been ranting and raving about this game. They know it, okay? Why didn't we get all those screenshots? Why did I have to get the screenshots from some other site? Why didn't we get sent the link to the screenshots? Or maybe they were on the FTP and I should have just checked, but nobody told me. I don't know. But why aren't we getting the heads up when we're the ones that are cheering this stuff on? We're the ones who want this game made. We're the ones who are going to tell people to buy it. We're going to try and get people to buy this game and try to get people to support companies like Treasure and Sega. So why not send us the stuff? I know if I was working in PR and I had my little fingers out there on the internet, and I was looking at websites, I would look for the sites that really liked the game, the sites that were talking about it, the sites that were hyper about it. Those are the sites that would get the exclusives and the screenshots and the video and all the assets. I wouldn't just blindly give it to Kotaku and IGN because they get a lot of traffic. I'd give it to the sites that were hyping the game up. If only one site got the Guardian Hero stuff and that one site was hyping the game up, everybody who was interested in that game would go to that site, and therefore that site would grow. It's like a symbiont relationship, PR and press, but it doesn't work that way. The way PR works now is, okay, IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, game trailers, they get all the traffic, send them all the stuff, and that's that. Case in point, SOCOM 4. They just don't get it. All these sites giving fucking SOCOM 4 bad reviews. All these AAA sites, like IGN, okay, giving the game bad reviews. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm not even a veteran of SOCOM. I am new to this shit. And to me, it's one of the best games, best third-person shooters that Sony's ever released. Got it. The game's incredible. Played the beta, had a blast, totally addicted to it. But guess who got early copies? IGN. And they gave it a shitty review. Let's check this out. They gave it a fucking 7. Right? IGN, 7.0. 7.0. What are they doing, a Metacritic now? Oh, so now IGN's doing a Metacritic thing called Game Stats. And they get all the reviews and then they average them out. I guess it's all about getting that money. Maybe I should make a fucking bitbag site called fucking GameReviews.com, where we go around and have all the sites publish their game reviews on our site so we get massive traffic. Dude, fucking bullshit. What is this shit? Site's new, already 83,000 on Alexa. GameStats.com. Because human beings are too lazy to download demos or read info about a game, they gotta have IGN's review help them decide to buy a fucking game. But that's here nor there. I don't even care about what IGN gave the game for review. I don't care if they gave it a 3. But you tell me, why is Sony sending them the game to review first when they do a shitty job of reviewing games? Destructoid. Let's go take a look at Destructoid. Review was done by Jim Sterling, and he gave the game a 3.0. He says 3S went wrong. It has nothing to do about it. The original idea might have promise, but in practice the game has failed. Threatens to be interesting sometimes, but rarely. What a fucking tool he is. So what? He gave it a piss poor review. I don't really care what Jim Sterling thinks about the game. I think he's a gidget. He obviously doesn't like third-person shooters. He didn't like fucking Vanquish, and he doesn't like SOCOM. Jim Sterling doesn't like third-person shooters. So you tell me. Now, here I am, a guy on the internet. I know that Jim Sterling doesn't like third-person shooters. Do you think I would send him a third-person shooter to review? I wouldn't. If I was PR, I'd be like, fuck Destructoid. I'm not sending them a third-person shooter. But hey, wow, look at Torrance over there, the bitbag. He loved Vanquish. That's a third-person shooter. He thinks SOCOM 4 is the best third-person shooter that Sony's ever released. You know what? We got a third-person shooter coming out. Why don't we give the bitbag an exclusive? Because more than likely, they're going to give the game a great review. And if we give them an exclusive, guess what? Everybody who's interested in the game will go read it on his site. That'll help him out. It'll help us out. Symbiont relationship. Détente. Or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay? What the hell is wrong with these PR companies that keep fucking feeding these so-called AAA sites all the assets, all the exclusives, all the review? Fuck those places, man. Fuck IGN. IGN right now is in a position where they just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're making so much money hand over fist They don't have any passion as far as I'm concerned. They don't give a shit. Who is the tool that gave SOCOM 4 a 7? Are you kidding me? Not only is the single player incredible, but the fucking online's incredible. It's better than Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. Call of Duty always gets the ratings. But I can't understand why these companies continue to fucking serve games and assets on a silver platter to some of these fucking sites. A 3 for real, a 3. I wonder what he would give a game like Vampire Reign. You know, it's just like, does Sony know that Destructoid gave the game a 3? Are they thinking about this? Are they thinking, holy shit, Uncharted's a third-person shooter. We better not sell it or send it to Destructoid. Maybe we should send that to the Bitbag because they like third-person shooters. Uncharted 2 got fucking Game of the Year. It got best graphics. Maybe we should send that to the Bitbag early so that when the game is released, we got raving reviews from them. Because obviously Destructoid just really doesn't give a shit. I mean, isn't that what PR is all about? In the tech industry, it's not like that. In the tech industry, they're looking for people who have an ideal interest in the technology. They know. I get emails. I don't even have to ask. People are constantly sending me emails for stuff on the tech side. But with games, it's like they just keep feeding the fucking same fucking websites over and over and over again. Over and over again. I should already have fucking review code for Guardian Heroes. I should already have it right now. Guaranteed. I already have the game. I already know how it plays. Guaranteed stellar review from me. I already own the fucking game. Sega knows I love this game. I should already have assets and review code that I don't have to steal from other fucking sites. So I really don't understand PR. Michael McWhertor is a fucking tool. Okay, if I was Sega, I wouldn't give them anything else. They said their game looks awful. Now, everybody knows if you're a trained journalist, when I say trained, let me not use trained, experienced journalist, experienced gamer, you're not going to say that a Sega Saturn game looks awful. Because you know that's what the system did. When Guardian Heroes came out, it looked beautiful. Back when it came out, you popped that game and you were like, holy shit, look at that intro. Look at these graphics, it's incredible. So for him to say that it looks awful, he's a fucking idiot. This guy must have just got into video games in the last 5 years or something. What the fuck does he know, really? What the fuck does he know? Look at that title. Are you kidding me? This shit pisses me off. I don't give a fuck. You know how to get in contact with these dudes? Send them a link to this video. Send them a link. I dare them to respond. Okay? I dare them to tell me that I'm acting unprofessional. Because to me, that title that he used, that was unprofessional. That was bullshit. It looks awful. A fucking 5-year-old could have wrote that. That's what he calls an editorial. That's how he editorializes his fucking content. He says it looks awful. That's the title. And then they're going to post that shit up on N4G. Kotaku. Really? You need N4G with all the fucking traffic you're getting? God damn. What a fucking idiot. I don't give a shit anymore. I just don't care. Michael McWhertor is a fucking idiot. Jim Sterling is a fucking tool. I'm sick and tired of these people who are handed shit on a silver platter and they just spit back in the faces of the companies that support them. I'm tired of it. If you send me a bad game, I will tell you it's a bad game. But I am not going to shit on something because of its graphics. Guardian Heroes gameplay far outweighs its graphics. Its gameplay is better than some of the new games that are coming out today. And it's 15 years old. And all he has to say is it looks awful. Fuck you.